All right. AMC and GME both closed the day green, up 15% Monday. Is this what we've been waiting for? Let's see what the charts have to say. First of all, congratulations to subscribers who've been patiently anticipating this breakout well over a week ago. On the 4-hour, we have another nice bullish engulfing candle close in the intraday chart. It's well above the last green candle. It's reminiscent of the bullish engulfing candle that began this move early on in the day. Remember from the last video I pointed this out that we could see a nice green opening, and that did occur. 10% upwards, followed by continued move, continuing to climb higher throughout the rest of the day. Now after hours did touch as high as just over $7. Put a price tag there. It did get rejected from that point, but I anticipate some more green when the markets open today, and we will likely just smash right through that resistance. Engines are revving, things are getting hot, people are getting excited. These resistances shouldn't pose too much of a threat. That is our short-term target, our first short-term target, and that's coming directly from the top of our symmetric wedge. There's been a lot of tension building over the last couple weeks within this wedge pattern. So this breakout is now confirmed. I would consider this confirmed personally right here when it broke out and then retested the breakout point around $5.75, and then it continued upwards. That's what I like to see on a nice breakout. Charting targets is one thing, but timing's extremely difficult to pinpoint. I know how it is, guys. Maybe you're just learning technical analysis. You watch me do it, make it look easy. It's not that easy. Even I'm wrong about timing frequently. And ask yourself, can you emotionally handle a 72% drop like I can? Can you handle bag holding for an extended period of time like I can? Now, with that being said, let's continue with the targets. Once we smash through the $7 target, we could see a slight move downwards back down to this support at $6, followed by a move as high as our gap target. We still have the gap back here. And our conservative price for that gap is just about $11. If things get wild, we could see as high as $15 to $16 on this move before a retracement. Now, I posted this chart on Twitter early in the morning, well before the breakout. This was my signal anticipating a greater move. I have linked my Twitter in the description down below. Feel free to follow me there for more posts like this one. I'll get to a GME chart in just a minute, guys. A couple more things to show you here. I will clean this up. It's getting a little confusing looking. Now, good news. Remember our symmetric wedge? It's done. We're through it. It's over. All gone. That pattern is no longer of relevance anymore. We can't trade based off it. It's played out. We're well above. So I'd be comfortable making this into a gigantic rounding bottom. And we could see some sort of cup and handle pattern, right? But for now, let's just call this a beautiful rounded bottom. And I just want to point out to you, okay, I want to point out where we might be heading. So these two circles are high areas of interest. And I do believe that once we extend above this $7 circle, we're going to see a quick move past that. Now, I've mentioned the MACD indicator in multiple videos. We've been keeping a watch on that. And it wasn't painting bullish momentum on the 4-hour. It was on the 1-hour and the 2-hour. Check this out, guys. We're now painting green bullish momentum on the 4-hour MACD for AMC. Just like we were expecting. Perfect. Things are looking super bullish this week. Feeling good about this. The RSI continues to extend above our trend line. I apologize for bouncing around time frames here so much. I'm just trying to show you all the relevant information. And lastly, for AMC, guys, I'm going to turn on the moving averages. And note that, note that on the daily, we are still below this moving average here. Bear with me. On the 1-hour, it is looking nice. We're above it. And the 2-hour, this is my first time checking this today. And not quite on the 4-hour. So what I'm noticing is that the MACD can be a little misleading when you first look at it at first glance. So on the higher time frames, we haven't seen a significant change yet until this goes above the moving average here. But on the lower time frames, it has began to break above our moving averages. Now moving on to GME, remember our VPVR point of control, still at $41.56. We had the indecision candle and that opened green, just like we were expecting. Zooming in, the candles look even nicer on a shorter time frame. This is the 1-hour now. Just like AMC, we could see continued green candles early on in the day. I was expecting a more explosive move on the opening. My short-term target was at about $65, and I still expect it to reach that early on this week. We just haven't seen that yet. This move could easily extend to $65. Also, turning on the volume. And if I go to a daily time frame, it's easiest to see on the daily with the volume here. It's very slight, but we are beginning to move higher on the volume bars. Now it may turn green soon. Some green volume candles, some buying candles coming in. For day traders, I had drawn this trend line last time, and we have now confirmed breakout above this trend line. So this is a valid trend line still at the moment. We have retested it even. Breakout, retest, continue move upwards just like AMC. A lot of impatient bag holders have already left the markets down here. They've already sold off their positions and moved on to other assets. That's important to keep in mind. In my opinion, the only people left holding are people who just loaded up positions here and people who bought in before the breakout. So we have some diamond hands holders right now. Referencing the anatomy of a bubble chart, it appears that we're now in the despair phase, perhaps even beyond the despair phase. It appears that we're moving towards the return to mean. Reanalyzing our Fibonacci once again. I'm going to leave it at this level. However, if I do extend the 1.618 as high as this candle wick, the very high local high at $500, and then zoom in, our 0.236 point is at about $90 as well. That aligns perfectly with our first resistance point, our first target. And I'm just gonna go ahead and draw a nice happy little tree over here. Will you look at that? Seems like our tree goes as high as $250. What do you know? That's a healthy tree. Is this volatility overwhelming? And come on over to our Patreon Discord, where I post charts just like this one with entries, targets, and stop losses. Happy trading. Have a great day.